Let's begin with some big news that we are getting for you at this point in time. After RCB's stunning victory, what we actually saw was the celebrations, in fact, in Kurnool taking an unruly turn. After the victory of RCB, some youngsters took to the streets carrying flags and banners. They were celebrating their favourite team's victory. However, some over-enthusiastic fans started creating some nuisance at Raju Vihar Centre. They disrupted traffic that led to massive inconvenience to the public as well. Let's go across to my colleague Shomit joining us on the broadcast more on this. Shomit, help us understand what exactly happened during the victory celebrations.
Well, after the RCB's victory, both at Kurnool and in the Hyderabad city, fans turned, onto the streets and in few places in Tangmand at the Kurnool Raju Vihar Centre. Fans, few and enthusiast fans, they started damaging the public property. First of all, here in Hyderabad and also at Kurnool, we can clearly see this private travel bus which was parked and later which was stopped. Near Raju Vihar Centre, there it was attacked and even stones were pelted on the bus, damaging the window shades and also the bus. So basically, immediately after they were celebrating the RCB's victory, immediately after the information was provided to the local police, they reached spot and they've used a mild lathi against the fans and immediately dispersed the crowd at both Hyderabad and at the Kurnool.
Right, but the visuals are quite dramatic also. Public property being vandalized, it seems there. The bus is also being targeted.
Well, yes, by both in both these places, Hyderabad and even in the other places, celebrations broke out. But in both the places, Hyderabad and Kurnool, the fans went out of control and they started dancing on roads. They started bursting the firecrackers. That too in the middle of the road and at the Secretariat signal, where hundreds of vehicles were were traveling, were commuting. In that middle of the road, the firecrackers were burst. Even we can clearly see how unsafely they were doing all these things, and the public property was damaged, and later a bus was attacked, and even barricades were being trampled upon, and we can clearly see even vehicles being stopped, family vehicles being stopped by these fans on the middle of the roads, and they were dancing to the tunes and they were celebrating. However, police intervened and they used mild lathi charge. We can say they have lathi charged. We can say, and immediately dispersed the crowd both in Hyderabad and Kurnool.
But this is quite disturbing. I mean, celebrations by anybody should never cause any kind of inconvenience to general public, and something that we have seen happening here. So is there going to be some action that will be taken against these unruly people? I mean, they may be fans of a particular IPL team, but what they have done is absolutely unacceptable. Bus being vandalized and, causing a lot of inconvenience to general public on the road.
Well, see, action will follow is what we are given to understand as of now. But like you were mentioning, it's very unruly behavior, and common public actually who are commuting on the roads, that too along with the families. Yesterday was a weekend, and normally families do come out on dinners and to even visit the other sightseeing. So we can clearly see when it comes to the Tangmand, even when it comes to the Kurnool, there several families were stopped on road, and these fans behaved very in unruly manner.
All right.
They stopped the vehicle.
All right. Thank you, Shomit. Appreciate you joining us with those details. Now, viewers, Royal Challengers Bengaluru have lifted their second IPL title in 2 years, defeating Gujarat Titans by 5 wickets in a high-voltage final. But the celebrations quickly got overshadowed by a political storm over the venue of the match. Karnataka CM designate DK Shivkumar strongly objected to the final being shifted out of Bengaluru, calling it an injustice to the state and alleging that the decision was politically motivated. He also said that the IPL final should have been held in Bengaluru, adding that the venue change change deprived fans of the home advantage. DK Shivkumar also called it a politically influenced decision. Outgoing Chief Minister Siddaramaiah also congratulated RCB on their historic victory. However, celebrations around the victory were marred by tragedy last year. During RCB's victory, remember, during their specific victory parade, a stampede led to death of 11 fans. As celebrations continue across Karnataka, the debate over venue shift has now turned into a fresh political flashpoint, even as questions are being raised about the events surrounding the team's title victory. Listen in.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಗುಜರಾತ್ನವರು ತಂದೆ ಆದಂಥ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರಿ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕೋ ಸಿದ್ಧತೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ಬಿಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ and all the fans of Karnataka, RCB followers, I wish them, you have made proud Karnataka proud, RCB proud.